So, hello everyone, welcome to day 39 of Learning Data Science. And yesterday we discussed about creating one project using employee management system. So, today we will be discussing one of the more project, that is library management system. And basically, it's a simple project using class and object. And what are the various features involved into it, means like what we can learn from it is like how we can use the inheritance, what is class object, and what is the features of this project is like it will display the books which is in library. It will, we can borrow the books, we can return the books. So basically these four functions will be only there. So it's a simple project, and I hope a beginner also can easily understand it, and he or she can easily implement it. Okay, so now let's quickly move on to the things. I will open my spider, and here what I will do, I will write here library, library management system. Okay, and basically what all things will be there inside it is the very first thing. The very first thing will be like we can add the books. Okay. Second, what we can do, we can display the books. Third, we can borrow the books. And fourth, what we can do, we can return the book. Okay, we can return the books. So now let's start with the things. And what I will do, I will just create one class here, class named as library. And I will create one constructor. As you guys know, it's very easy to create a constructor. You have to just write slash init in it. Um, Basically, my keyboard doesn't work, the two of the keys, and basically it's the important key. So what I will do, it's double dash. I will write. I will just copy it. Yeah, and I will write init, then double dash. Then what I will do, I will write here self, and here I will write name. Okay, and here I will write self dot name is equal to name, and self dot books. Basically, or this will be an empty array. Why this will be an empty array or empty list? Because right now there is no books. We haven't added any books here. So for that reason, I just initialize it. So you might be know about constructor, means like if you can just look into my previous videos, just a couple of days before, I have explained basically what constructor is just assign the default values to our class, right? And now what all things will be there? For example, I have to display the books, right? So what I will do, I will write here def display books. Okay, and I will write here self. And if my books is not in the array, so what I will do, I will write no book in the library. Okay, so I will write if not self dot books. If my books is not there, not in this particular list, so I will simply tell that there is no book in the library. Okay, so I will write here print no books in the library. Okay, and what if the book is there? So what it will do, it will just write here print. I will use your f string, and I will write Write slash n because I want to print it on the next line. I will write books available in self dot name. Okay. Books available in self dot name. And what I will do, I will run a for loop inside my else block and I will write for book in self dot books, and I will write print f book. I will just display the books, whatever book is there inside the library, so that user can definitely ask accordingly. Okay, I want to borrow this particular book. For example, if you are looking for SC Verma, right? And in the library, SC Verma is not there, right? So what it will do, it will just display that books is not there. For example, if you're looking for some other books, for example, you are looking for some uh, concise physics. So what it will do, it will just print the name concise physics, and what it will do, it will just print the list of the books itself. So basically, this display function is for displaying purpose. Okay. Now what I will do, what was my third function? I will borrow the books. Okay. So for example, if someone wants to borrow the books, so what it will do, I will just write here borrow. Okay. But before this, before borrowing, what I have to do, I have to add one more function called add. Okay. Add, because I have to add the books as well. Okay. Add books. I will write here self, and I will write here book name. Okay. If my book is not there in the list, for example, if someone is returning the book, okay, someone is returning the book, and what I will do, I will just add it in inside the library. For example, three books were there. First was SC Verma, second was Concise, and second was some ABC books, right? So, for example, if you had borrowed Concise Physics from the library, so what it will happen? The books will be removed from library because you have already taken it. But yes, once you have read it and when you return to the library, so definitely you have to add that particular thing inside it. Ki, okay, the books had been returned. So for that purpose, I have written here add books. Okay. So what I will do, I will write here self dot books dot append, and I will write here my book name. Okay. And I will write here print f the book has been added to the library. Okay. And now invalid syntax self dot books invalid, why it is so syntax. Okay. Yeah. And now I will write here def borrow book, and I will write here self, and I will write here book name. Okay. And I will write if book, if my book name, if my, if my book name is in self.books. So what I will do, I will just remove self dot self dot remove. What I will do, I will write here self dot remove. I have to remove my book name, right? Okay, I've removed that book, and then F you had borrowed the book, borrowed the book, and here I will write book name. Okay, and uh, so just try to focus here. What I have done. If someone is borrowing the book, then certainly, as I have said, I have to remove that particular book from my library. Okay, if it's already being present here, so it will show an error. Why it will show an error? For example, concise physics is already being borrowed. If I will not remove, then someone who is coming to borrow the books, what it will happen? He will see that concise physics is there, and he will ask again to borrow the books, but that book is not being there. It's being purchased by you, right? So obviously it will be an error into library management. So for that reason, I'm removing the books. Borrowing means I'm removing. When someone will return, I will add it. Okay. And I will write here def. And now what's my next function? You can return the books. Okay. And I will write here. Uh, okay. And one more thing. For example, else a block I have to write here. Else block for why? Because as I have said, if the book is not there and you are trying to purchase it, then it will be not be there. So I will write here uh, print f, sorry, the book is not available. Okay, so these things is there. And now here def, what I will write? I will write here return books. Okay, return book. I will write here self. I will write here book name. I'll write here self dot books dot append. Similarly, if I've said if someone is returning the book, I will append, I will add the book inside my library. So I will write self dot books dot append. I will write here book name. Okay. And I will write here print f thanks for return. Okay. Now what I will do, I will create an object. Okay. I will create an object of library, and here I will write here my my library what? My library is equal to my class name. Okay, I will write here what is my class name. My class name is library, and I will write here library. And for example, I will write here Avinash library. Okay, this is my class object, instance of a class. Sorry, uh, variables of a class. I've explained in my previous videos what is variables of class and what is variables of instance, right? So my library is equal to Avinash library, okay? Or you can say here Python libraries, okay? Python library, okay? And now I will add some books, okay? I will add some books. And what I will do, I will just copy this, will paste here my library. I will call my function add book, add book. And in the add book, for example, it's Python library, so I will write here NumPy. Then similarly, I will add few more books. I will write here pandas. I will write here Seaborn. I will write here SciPy. I will write here PyTorch. Okay. So basically, these are all are the books. NumPy's book is there, Pandas book is there, Seaborn book is there, SciPy book is there, PyTorch book is there. Okay. So I've written all this, and basically I've added the books, right? So now what I will do, I will call my display function. Okay. I will call my display function, and what I will do, I will just write here my library dot display. Okay. My library dot display books. Okay. I have called this function, and now what I will do, I will borrow the book. For example, I will borrow the book. What I will do, I will write here my library dot borrow book, borrow book. And for example, I want to borrow PyTorch. Okay. Or for example, I want to buy NumPy. So I've written here NumPy, and what I will do, I will just try to borrow it again. I will try to borrow it again. And let's see it gives an error or not. Okay. And not what I will do, I will return the book, and I will write my library dot to return book, and I will write here NumPy. And at the last, what I will do, final list of the books. Okay. I will write here my library dot display books. Okay. Now I will execute my line of code. Okay. Now I will execute this. Yeah, I will execute till then. Yeah, it's been successfully executed. Now what I will do, I will create a library Python object. Here it's being created. I will add the book similarly. I will display the books. You can see here books available in the library is NumPy, Panda, Seaborn, SciPy. And for example, if I want to borrow a book, add book, borrow book. Library object has no attribute name book. Right, showing the error. Just give me a second. I will just open ChatGPT to see. Basically, everything is just a matter of syntax error. So I'm just pasting the things, and what I will do, I will just tell ChatGPT that my this is type of this. Hmm. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Self-taught books. Self-taught books. Yeah. Now it will run. Now it will run successfully. Yeah. Now if I will borrow book, it will say, sorry, the book is not available. So I have to return the book. Thanks for returning. Then again, I will borrow the book. I look, you had borrowed the book, NumPy. Then again, if I want to borrow, you say, sorry, the book is not available. And instead of NumPy, if I want to borrow Seaborn, so I will write here Seaborn. Okay, your book now added to the library. Now I can borrow it. You have borrowed the book Seaborn. Okay. So I hope you have understood creating how we can create the library, simple library management system. Here is the code. Okay. You can just take the screenshot of it. And yes, I'm just giving 1 minute time. While I'm drinking the water, you can take the screenshot and you can apply with your ease. Okay. So we are shopping here, and tomorrow we will discuss about the numpys and pandas. Okay. The another module. And till then, keep learning, keep practicing the code, at least 10 to 1000 lines of 500 to 1000 lines of code, because I want you guys to sprint. And see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Take care. Jai Hind.